Morning, morning, everybody. How are we? So it's Thursday, it's 10:30, and it is Spark Stories. Now, I realised I have done a few of these now, and I haven't actually explained the reasoning behind it. So when I changed my business into Spark, it's all about the inner spark that children have within them, right? And then I got to thinking, with my role as a networking leader of Mums in Business in Bury St Edmunds, I thought, how can I fold this into my business and make it, part of like one cohesive thing. So I thought, hi Katie, I'll put you on camera. There you go. Add. There you go. So I thought, yes, children have them, and my passion is bringing that out for them. Oh, did it not work? But it's adding. There she is. Hi Katie.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I need to turn you up. I can't hear you. So within that, people, women in business have their own spark as well in them, and I thought actually the amount of people that I've met over the last year that have that spark as well. So I thought let's do that. So that's Spark Stories, and so today I've got Katie on, and I've known Katie for I don't know how long now, but we've met at networking, and I've been to 2 of her talks where she's done some tapping for us, and it's lovely. So Katie, I can't. Facebook Lives do not let me like see the other person, so I know you're there.
How strange.
I know you're there. So luckily I've done some tapping with you before, so I could probably join in. Otherwise, that's no help. I know other people can see you though, I think. I haven't seen any comments yet, and again, it never shows me comments, so we'll just go with it and see what happens. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am in the middle of a horrid cold, but we're
Oh,
all good. We are coping.
sorry to hear that. Oh, there's so much
That's
going
life.
around at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah. You'd think the sun would, it's going to get rid of some. Stay with us, sun. um, so, Katie, I was just explaining about Spark Stories and how it's about stories of business women and how the spark within them. So I'd love to hear about your journey that got you to where you are and why you kind of do that. And yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
So I was years ago. I was a counsellor actually. I trained to be a counsellor, and the main reason I did that was because I'd grown up with a mum that wasn't a great mum. She sort of had narcissistic traits, and I was the one that could do no right. My brother could do everything right. It was perfect, Peter almost. And then I fell into an abusive relationship. So I came out of that, and I thought I need to heal myself. But there was like this unspoken rule that you mustn't go and get help. So I thought, well, if I'm a counsellor, I have to, ethically to pass,
Yeah.
I have to do the 30 hours of counselling. So I did that, but I just really struggled because just talking about something I understood it completely, but I couldn't work through it, if that made sense.
Yeah.
I was still reacting in my body,
Yeah.
and I was still getting triggered by things. So I came away from that quite frustrated, and I kept searching. I was reading all the books and everything, the self-help and all that. And there's a couple of different people mentioned EFT to me, emotional freedom techniques, which is the tapping on the acupuncture points. And I thought, oh, that sounds really weird. But I was sort of like, I'll give anything a go. So I gave it a go, went on a course, and cried a lot and healed a lot. And I just got really hooked on it. It was the first time that I felt a significant shift in myself. And it wasn't, I felt different in situations, real life things. I thought, oh my word, I didn't used to react like this. I used to be stressed about this, but now I'm calm. So now that I've experienced that and I've tried so many different things, I just really want to spread it around really and share it with everyone.
Yeah, and it's you saying that you can know something intellectually, but until you sort of sorted it out within your body, it's like, because I have the same thing. When I went to one of my appointments when I was pregnant with Harry, I was like, I know that I didn't fail Emily by the way that her birth happened. I know that intellectually, but it's still hanging over me, and it's still making me very anxious in this pregnancy that might happen again. So
Yeah.
And I had no idea about any of this at that point. So what you're saying is, yeah, it's really
Well, your
really
body
important to people.
remembers.
Yeah.
It's like it goes into your unconscious, so you're not consciously aware of why on earth you're worried about something, but your body remembers. And it's like a smoke alarm going off that's gone faulty almost. It's looking out for all the dangers and saying, oh, hang on, this happened before, I think you need to just be aware. So it's really trying to keep you safe. But until you say, actually, body, thank you, but I am okay.
Yeah.
and the tapping sort of does that. Yeah. So it's powerful stuff.
Yeah. Amazing. So we booked you in for this not ages ago, but a while ago, and then the group kind of voted on doing like calm down techniques. So I think actually it's like aligned really, really well. So we've been doing lots of talking about that this week. And I know that we're going to do a little bit in a minute.
Yes.
But I did have a question. You obviously you can use it. I'm saying obviously. I'm asking you. You can use it as a preventative method before we get to that like overwhelm and dysregulation. Is that right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you can. I do this thing called tap and breathe, where you tap on each acupressure point and breathe deeply. And this is like a way you can do this every time you put the kettle on, because it literally takes about a minute or so. But the point is, you're constantly sending a message to your body saying, no, I'm calm, I'm safe, it's all okay. And it's all like you're retraining your brain to say, I am, you know, you don't need to be on red alert, thank you. And so you can do like a maintenance thing. So for instance, before this, I've got onto lives with great difficulty in the past, and I was thinking, oh, I really hope it works this time.
We did it
so
well.
I did a bit of it did work. But I did a little bit of tapping before this, thinking if I go into situation calm, I can think more clearly. You know, when you're stressed, your brain shuts down, doesn't it? You can't think of sensible solutions. So yes, you can do preventative tapping, because you're thinking, I might get stressed about this, and then because if you think you might, then the likelihood is that you will, in a way. So it's almost, you know yourself so well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you can work out what. Yeah. So you can. Yeah, that is a really good thing to do.
I'm guessing though, if we're thinking about kids and stuff, that's going to take a while, because they're going to have to learn how their body's feeling in order to do that preventative stuff. So it might be like for later on, like
you can
ages.
do? So you can get a teddy and you can tap on Teddy.
Yeah.
And you can say, how's Teddy feeling today? And they won't realise they're talking about themselves. They'll say, oh, Teddy's a bit worried. Oh, what's Teddy worried about? This, that, and everything else. You know, something happened at play school or whatever. And oh, okay, shall we help Teddy with that? And they won't realise they're actually helping themselves.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really nice idea. I like that. Yes. So I think everyone did. I mean, that's what I was going to say is as well that often we have to work on ourselves to be able to help our children. So it's not we're here as a place of helping mums as well as doing it with the children as well. So we have to kind of learn it ourselves and do that ourselves first. Or do you think you could learn it with your child at the same time? It's all a bit both. Or
well, yeah. I mean. Both really, because if you're setting a really good example, if you're saying, actually, I'm really sorry right now, mum's feeling a little bit anxious, I'm feeling a little bit anxious, would you mind just giving me a minute to just do some deep breathing and tapping, please, because I know I'll be able to listen to you better once I've calmed myself down. Do you mind just giving me that pause, please? And I'm sure if you're really honest, and then they know it's nothing to do with them, and they can say, yeah, of course, mum, hopefully, and and they can see what you're doing, and you'll be surprised that they'll say, oh, it's worked for mum, I'll give it a try.
It's an example. And even at Gemma's MIV meeting in Ipswich, Harry was there, and he's not 2 yet, and he was joining it, and I sent you a video, didn't I?
You did. That was amazing. Yeah.
It was very sweet. Very cute.
Yeah.
So everyone did say like an anxiety type thing. Is that okay? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing about anxiety to remember is that there's all sorts of things going on in your head, and Or maybe not. Maybe you have no idea why you're anxious. But the thing is, your body thinks, okay, you know, it doesn't know what's real and what's imaginary. Like the thoughts in your head aren't true, are they? But it doesn't know that. So it responds just in case. Which is why you get the body sensations and the thoughts, or the blank thoughts, or whatever. But, you know, it's like a two-pronged attack.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have to do some tapping, shall we tap on the anxiety?
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, what I'm going to say, if you're not feeling, it's this feeling in my chest, and you're thinking, well, I'm not feeling anything in my chest, it's not going to create a feeling in your chest. So if you're not feeling whatever I'm saying, it's just going to go right over your head. It's not going to affect you. It's not going to create that feeling. That's what I'm trying to reassure you. I'll quickly go through the points, just for anyone that hasn't. So we start on the side of our hand. And the idea of that is we do a setup phrase, and we talk about exactly how we're feeling, the truth of how we're feeling. All right. So I know lots of people say, oh, I can't say negatives because that will create it. No, it's not a negative. It's the truth. So that's how we say. And then we tap the pressure as if we're trying to get someone's attention, like you're tapping them on the shoulder and say, oh, hi, I'm here, you know, that sort of pressure. So you just tap on the top of your head, and then on the edge of your eyebrow, on the inside, that's it, yeah. And then on the edge of your eye, on the outside of your eye, and then on the bone under your eye. That's right. And then between your nose and your lip, top lip. And then like you've got a crease under your lip, between your lip and your chin. That's right. And then let me just lower the phone. On the collarbone, you've got your collarbone, and then if you go down 1 inch and out 1 inch, it's sort of softer there. Just tapping there. And then if you lift your arm, sort of where your bra strap is on the side of your body. So those are all the points, okay? So when we're starting, it's a good idea just to assess how you're feeling. So if we all take a deep breath and just tune into our body, and just do like a body scan, and just notice what you notice. And then I want you to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is I feel no stress at all, and 10 is I feel so stressed I think I'll have heart failure. And you just sort of maybe jot it down, because it's easy to forget how you're feeling. So you might be feeling a 5 or a 6 or something like that, or whatever you're feeling, okay? And then we can start. So we start on the side of the hand, and if you just copy me and repeat after me, all right? So even though I'm feeling all of this, I feel so anxious.
I feel so anxious.
I choose to give myself compassion.
I choose to give myself compassion.
So even though I've got all this anxiety in my body,
even though I've got all this anxiety in my body,
I know I am safe right now.
I know I'm safe right now.
Even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
even though I'm feeling this anxiety,
I choose to find a way to feel calm.
I choose to find a way to feel calm.
That's right. And then we go on the top of our head. This anxiety, I can feel it in my body.
I can feel it in my body.
My breathing is restricted. That's it. So now to the side of your edge of your eye.
Sorry.
I know, I'm sorry. My breathing is restricted.
My breathing is restricted.
Under your eye. This is so stressful.
It is so stressful.
Under your nose. I don't like this feeling.
I don't like this feeling.
Under your mouth. This feels frightening.
This feels frightening.
On your collarbone. My racing thoughts.
My racing thoughts.
Under your arm. I can't stop this.
I can't stop this.
On top of your head. It feels impossible.
It feels impossible.
On your eyebrow. My breath is so shallow.
My breath is so shallow.
Side of your eye. My heart is beating so fast.
My heart is beating so fast.
Under your eye. My body feels so
My
uncomfortable.
body feels so uncomfortable.
Under your nose. My body feels shaky and fidgety.
My body feels shaky and fidgety.
Under your mouth. This feels so scary.
This feels so scary.
On your chest. This feels like it will last forever.
It feels like it will last forever.
Under your arm. This anxiety.
This anxiety.
Now on the top of your head. I just want, we're just going to say some sort of like pondering questions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And just want you to listen to your body if it gives you an answer. It's okay if it doesn't, but so just on the top of your head. What is this all about?
What is this all about?
On the side of your eye. Just listening to what I'm learning about this anxiety.
Just listening to what I'm learning about this anxiety.
What am I really worried about?
What am I really worried about?
Under your eye. Has this happened before?
Has this happened before?
Under your nose. Is my body trying to protect me from something?
Is my body trying to protect me from something?
Under your mouth. I wonder what I need right now.
I wonder what I need right now.
And just on your collarbone, I'm just choosing to listen to my body.
I'm choosing to listen to my body.
That's it. Under your arm. And calm my body now.
And calm my body now.
On top of your head. Beginning to relax.
Beginning to relax.
On your eyebrow. Choosing to breathe deeply.
Choosing to breathe deeply.
That's it. Side of your eye. Choosing to feel calm.
Choosing to feel calm.
Under your eye. Choosing to release this anxiety.
Choosing to release this anxiety.
Under your nose. It's safe to let go of this.
It's safe to let go of this.
Under your mouth. Choosing to feel safe and calm.
Choosing to feel safe and calm.
On your collarbone. Choosing to release this anxiety.
Choosing to release this anxiety.
Under your arm. And take a nice deep breath in. And slowly out. That's right. And one more. And let it go. That's right. And rest your hands. And now just tune in, do another body scan. Notice how you feel now. Notice what's shifted, what's changed. Maybe what's still the same, that's okay too. If anything might have got louder or more intense, that's okay too. And just rate it on a 1 to 10 how you're feeling anxiety levels now. So how did that feel? Did the numbers change?
Yeah. They went from like 6 to 5. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So if we were to do this on a 1-to-1 basis, we would obviously go deeper.
Yeah.
But this is something you can do if you're about to do something and the anxiety's flared up. You literally just notice everything in your body and notice your thoughts and just say it. It literally what you're experiencing.
I think that's what holds me back from doing it sometimes because I don't know what to say.
Okay, yeah.
But you do like the setup phrase, like noticing how you're feeling, or like noticing how you're feeling. It's not the negative, and then asking questions.
Yeah. So you start with, even though I'm feeling anxious. So you literally start with, I am anxious right now, and then you think, okay, where am I feeling it in my body, and what is that sensation? So it's like beating heart or fast breath. And then think about, what am I thinking? So you can say that too. You just like observing, but saying it as well. And then choosing how you want to feel at the end. So you can choosing to let go of this, choosing to feel calm. But obviously, to really sort out anxiety, like on a long-term basis, we really need to go deeper and like work out, when did this all start? Like what's it could be like a childhood experience, and it's often what the child made it mean. That's the crucial thing. It's not necessarily that something terrible happened. It could be that they were doing something and they looked around and someone gave them a look and they made that mean that they were doing something wrong. And it might have just been meaning that that person was struggling themselves. You know, it doesn't mean that they were being unkind or anything. But it's always the interpretation we've made of something. And then we can tap through that and release that emotion and that belief, and then create, you know, say, and when you release that belief, you suddenly see it from a whole new perspective. It's like your viewpoint increases and you think, oh, do you know what, they looked a bit, now that I think about it, they did look a bit stressed, so maybe they were struggling, or just something, you get a new angle on it.
I listened to a podcast you're on, and you said about going and like being in previous memories before and sort of letting that go and letting them know that it's okay to, that's okay. Sort of.
Yes, because I do some like inner child work. So it's like we talk to that younger version of ourselves and we say, how are you feeling right now? What's going on for you? And you tap on those emotions that are coming up, and like give them a hug and you know, just say, it's okay, you're safe now, you're okay. Because it's almost like that younger version's got stuck in that time and place. And that version of you is now panicking, thinking, oh my goodness, this is the same as what happened last time. Panic. So
because we're pattern seekers at the end of the day, aren't we? Like when I've worked with like little children and we're doing pattern recognition all the time, and then I think actually as grown-ups we're still pattern seeking. We're always looking for those patterns and we just kind of think that it's going to happen again.
So true. And it's just like our smoke alarm's gone faulty, it's gone on red alert and it's saying alert. But actually it might not be a red alert. And actually, the more we've had stressful experiences that are all similar, it becomes a little bit more generalized. And so it's not that look anymore, it's that look and something, you know, so it's almost like the pile gets bigger of what it's panicking about. So if we can get to the root cause and like pluck it out from the root, then we can heal from that place.
Lovely. I did have one other question. So if we're doing this happily at home with our kids, and they get into that sort of older age, like 8, 9, and they're starting to get a bit self-conscious, but maybe they would really need to utilize this when they're out and about. I know that you've talked to me about this before. You can do fingers and like really discreet.
So if you hold your hand like this, hold your hand so you're on the side, so your thumb's sticking up. That's right. Now place, like, almost rest your thumb on the other thumb, and then you tap where your skin and your nail meet. So, and then you can do that on all the other fingers as well. And you can, so if you're sitting at a table, you can be tapping on your fingers under the table, or sometimes I'm showing it on the video, but I'm using on one hand, my thumb can tap the side of my finger and then the next finger and the next finger. So it's all, so you're not like touching each hand. Yeah, that's right. So you can be walking and tapping and no one will have a clue. But also another thing I want to say about anxiety is you release a load of hormones when you're anxious, cortisol, adrenaline, and so that is what often is causing a lot of the body sensations, the fidgety feeling. So it's a really good idea to go for a walk. Walking is so calming, and it releases it, that movement flushes those hormones out of your body. But you can tap on your fingers while you're walking, and like deep breathing and taking in nature, and that like as a
like a get out of here anxiety.
But it's like you're out in nature, you're walking and you're tapping. I mean, that should really help. You're approaching it from lots of angles. But just to remember, that's why you're feeling so fidgety, because you've got all those hormones. So movement is or just dance on the spot, or jump up and down star jumps, or something to release that adrenaline. And
but I read it was like it sends all the hormones, or you're like, I don't know the technical, but it sends stuff to the, like your limbs so that you're ready to move, you have to
Yes,
move. But
yes,
and that why your tummy can feel funny, because my daughter then she often will be like, oh, I feel really sick, and I'm like, you're just worried about something else, and this is why. And explaining why your body is doing that is really helpful to her,
yeah,
because she then knows, well, actually I'm not about to be sick, I'm just worried about this other thing that's happened. And
yes,
so
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. And the thing is, when you go into fight and flight, your digestion stops, which is often why your stomach then feels a bit off,
yeah,
because it might have been in the middle of digesting or something, and now it's saying, no, we've got to send everything to like fight and flight. So that could be another reason why maybe she feels a bit sicky, but it's
yeah,
not a nice feeling. So I understand that. And if she can maybe move around
yeah,
and tap, that would be amazing to ease that feeling. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
lovely. So tell us where we can find you, Katie.
Yeah, so my website is Katie's EFT Coaching, and I've also got a Facebook group, Mums Seeking More, where I do all sorts of tapping and helping regulate our nervous system and things like that.
It's a
So,
really helpful group. And Katie, you put, is it weekly videos or is it just like whenever
yes,
you?
I try
Yeah,
and do tapping weekly or something
yeah,
around the nervous system or supporting us with self-care and things like that. So I do a live weekly, yeah. So
yeah. So pop all those links in the comments on this, and then everyone can come and find you as
yeah,
well. So,
okay, will
or
do,
put
will do.
a post in, whatever you fancy doing. But yeah, thank you so much. That was really
Oh,
lovely
thank you.
and really helpful.
Oh, brilliant.
And again, I can't see any comments if people have been asking questions, so we can just
We can answer them
we are here.
afterwards. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very
Oh,
much. Have a
thank
lovely
you.
day.
Hope you
Bye.
feel better.
I'm sure I will. Bye.
Bye.